Hello everyone. Good morning. It's time for another live crafting session. Whoop, okay. So I thought my iPad was muted, but it's not, and now it is. So if you're here, say good morning. And I'm just going to put the iPad back so I can see all the comments. So mind my arms in the way. Alright, so who's watching? I have to see comments on my iPad, which I don't know why I'm not. There we go. Good morning, Julie. Lovely to have you here. What's the weather like in Sydney today? It's quite nice in here in Brisbane this morning. And I forgot to put my notice up last night to let everyone know that I was coming live today. So I'm going to wait a little while just to see more people jump on, and hopefully they will get the notification that I'm live. Warm and sunny in Sydney, 26 degrees. Oh, that's nice. So if you're here, jump in and say good morning so I know you're here. Good morning, Vicky. Lovely to have you here. I'm just waiting a little while to get a few more people watching. I think I've got the camera angled too far up. While I'm just waiting for a few more people, I'm going to change this a little bit. Hang tight. I think that's a bit better. We need rain. Everything is dead. I know. New South Wales is like 100% in drought. It's so bad. And like up here in Queensland, I think we're at like 66 or something % drought. When we went out last week to Lightning Ridge. Good morning, Rails. Lovely to have you here. On the way out, it was like, it took us a while to realise what we're actually seeing, because the landscape was just so brown, like either side of the road. Then after a while, I said to my husband, you know, this used to be lush and green, I'm sure, when we've driven through before. And it just then, it hit home. It's like, wow, this is also brown. And that's the whole way out. The 8-hour drive to Lightning Ridge was like brown. It was a real eye-opener. So, but we hopefully did our little bit, and spent a fair bit of money in the in Lightning Ridge. So hopefully we've helped somehow by getting some money into the community. I don't know how that helps the farmers, but I guess it keeps the local businesses in business, who the farmers have to rely on to shop at, because if businesses went broke, then I guess the farmers got nowhere to shop. Hey, so we've done our little bit. So, but I am going to hopefully organise something soon, maybe in September, for a bit of drought relief fundraising or something like that. I feel like I've been watering all year round. Yeah, it's pretty tough, isn't it? But when you think of in the city, it's like, yes, we'd love to have our nice lush green lawns and nice flowers in our gardens, but seriously, that's nothing compared to these farmers who can't feed their livestock and are living on credit to feed their livestock, and then are getting deeper and deeper in debt. And the ones who have no water for their crops, they don't have an income at all, but they still have to pay their bills. So it's just really, really tough. And I know some people have said, oh, that's their business and they should be used to it, but that doesn't mean that we can't have some empathy and help them out. But anyway, right, that's enough chitty-chatting. There's 5 people watching. That's good. A few more people have realised that I'm on. I'm sorry, I didn't advertise I was coming on. Yes, Rails, that is the saddest thing ever. They take their lives, these poor farmers, because they can't see an out and they can't sell their properties. No one wants to buy it when it's in drought. What can you do with it? when it's in drought. And yeah, it's just a really, really sad situation all the way around. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Ray. All right, I'm going to change it up a little bit today. Normally I say if you like, comment and share, you go into the draw for a prize, but I'm changing it. I'm going to be a bit tougher on you ladies. You're only going to go into the draw if you share my video now. Oh, tough call. But yeah, anyway, we'll see how we go, hey? So share away and let me know actually in the comments when you have shared, because not everyone's security settings on their profile allows me to see that they've shared. So I can see people are sharing, but I can't see who it is. Some people, like, I know, you know, have their settings so high that it actually doesn't tell me. Like, I know someone has shared, but it won't tell me who it is. So please, yeah, if you share it, let me know. Thank you, Christy. Good girl. All right, so today I'm going to run through how I made this cute little card. It's actually a card I made for my team challenge. Every month I set a creative challenge for my team. So I'm trying to get a bit more light on the subject. Good morning, Marlene. Thank you for sharing, Rails. Yeah, so every month I set a creative challenge for my team. And this month it was a winter scene, because it's meant to be winter, even though it doesn't feel like it up here in Brisbane, but it's meant to be winter. And it was like a blue tone snowy scene with trees and a snowman. So this is the card I made for our team challenge. And it's got the beautiful glimmer paper on it. Now, I will admit this particular silver glimmer paper is retired, but I'm sure you don't care if you've got it in your stash at home. You will still use it. And the trees are from the Rooted in Nature stamp set. And I've used some Shimmery Embossing Paste to add snow to the trees. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but I've got to wait for my iPad to catch up with me so I can hopefully show you the snow on the trees. Hoping you can see that. I'll try and bring it up as close as I can without going out of focus. You see that snow? That is so cute. All right, so I'm going to show you how to make this card. But first, a little bit of housekeeping. All right. If you have not already told me that you want a Christmas catalogue, please do so. Let me know you need one. I do have a registration on my page somewhere. It's probably got lost down the newsfeed a little bit, so I'll pop that on the end of this video. If you are a customer of mine and you've purchased in the last 6 months, then you will get a catalogue automatically sent to you. If you're not a customer and you're not a demonstrator, then let me know you want one, and I'll put your details in and get one to you next week. I'm hoping to have this out in the mail by the end of the week. Okay, the other bit of housekeeping is bonus days. If you haven't seen the pop-up that I have about bonus days, every $90 in an order this month gives you a coupon to redeem in September. So it's a 10% coupon. So if you place an order for $95, you will get a coupon worth $9, and it'll have a code in the email they send you. Please keep that code, don't lose it. Stampin' Up cannot reissue the codes. In September, you get to redeem those codes and get $9 off an order. If you put an order in for $200, you'll get 2 codes, and then you redeem them in the in September. You don't have a catalogue yet, Julie. Oh my gosh, it is beautiful. I cannot show, I know you're a demonstrator, but I still cannot show the inside of the catalogue because against policy, I can't do that until the 5th of September when it goes live for customers to order from. But it is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yours will be in the mail, I'm thinking. It would have got sent. You're not a demo. Didn't you used to be a demo? Have you dropped, darling? I thought you were always a demo. Well, there you go. Yeah, so it's beautiful. Like, I saw it online when it first came out, and I went, I'm not so sure. I wasn't that fussed on it. But seeing it online is totally different to seeing it in the real life. Looking at it now, I've gone through this about 3 or 4 times, and my wish list is growing and growing and growing. So, see, Julie, I knew you used to be. Yeah, so, seriously, do you want me to send you one, Julie, or are you getting one from someone else? This is beautiful. Yeah, so, okay, so bonus days, I've done that. Don't forget, every $90 in an order, you get a code to redeem in September. My newsletter. If you are not on my newsletter, please sign up to my newsletter. I have some exciting announcements coming today. And I try to announce special things in my newsletter before I put it out public. It's a bit of a perk because, you know, if you've bothered to sign up to my newsletter, then I think you are entitled to know about things early. So please sign up. So, because I bought something, I'll get a candle. Yes, you will. I got to order one. I thought I did. Yeah, I think you did request one, Christy. I haven't actually looked at the list. There's quite a few people on there and I haven't looked. But yes, I'll be sending one to you. I have your details, so you'll be getting one next week. And I've just lost all your comments. Wait a minute. Request one, but I can't remember. Yes, I know. I've got that as well. Yes, Julie, I can most definitely send you one. All right, so join up to my newsletter if you aren't already on there. Got some exciting things coming in there, some announcements. Right, the last thing I want to cover is online classes. I have always done a stamping by mail every month, which is a class in the mail. So you get the product, you get the tutorials, the kits, and I haven't always done videos. What I've decided to do now is change it up a little bit and do videos for each and every item in the class. So I'm changing them to be called like online classes. So I'm hoping to get the first one up ready for 1st of September. And it's going to be using something out of here. So I have 5 online classes planned from this gorgeous catalogue. Not all of them Christmas. Actually, only one that's not Christmas themed. But yeah, look out for them. And like I said before, I normally announce them in my newsletters and have early sign up for people in my newsletters before I put them public. So make sure you sign up to my newsletter. That is it. Let's get on to crafting. That's too much gabbing from me. Right, so on this card, basically, I have just sponged the background. So I have my standard black card base. Then I have my front, okay, which is 5 3/4 inches by 4 inches. And the first step I'm going to do is sponge this background to create my snowy hill. All you need for that is a scrap bit of paper. Okay, make it the same size as your card front. And then all I did was grabbed a pencil and just drew a line that I thought looked like a hill. All you're going to do then is place that on your card where you want your hill to be. I could have my hill right down here, which I was originally going to do. But then I thought, oh no, I wanted to use some glimmer paper on front. So I just moved it up a little bit. And I'm not going to tape it. Normally I would washi tape it, but I don't want it to tear my Whisper White, which sometimes it can do. So I'm just going to hold it in place. I'm going to move everything else out of the way I don't need right now. And bear with me, I may need to have a bit of a drink every so often today. I'm just not feeling the best and I'm so thirsty, which must indicate my diabetes is not that under control. Naughty, naughty me. Right, drink number 1 done. So all I use is a Stampin' sponge. Now I've cut this in, I think it was 4 or 5s. It comes in a circle. They're really, really inexpensive and so handy to have. And I use them for multiple colours, so I don't have, like some demonstrators you'll see have a sponge segment for each and every colour. No, I just keep using the same one until I think it's well used. I throw it out and get another one. So even though I've used pink on here, I could rub that on my scratch paper to get most of that off and then reuse it for another colour. But I'm just going to use this side, and I'm using Balmy Blue ink. So I'm just going to dab that on and then hold this bit of scratch paper, and that's all I'm going to do is go around and ink that top bit of paper, a Whisper White. Move the other one out of the way so I don't get any more ink on that. I love the sound of this on the Whisper White. It's squeaky. And it doesn't matter if I get, whoops, a motley type of look on my shading, because it's meant to be like a snow flustery, whatever the term is, day. So if you're just joining me, pop in, say hello so I know that you're here. And if you share my video while it's live, you'll go in the draw for a prize. Normally I say like, comment, and or share. But I'm going to get tougher on people and go, well, let's just share it. Because you want to see lots of people being able to watch this and learn new techniques and just, you know, hopefully get some inspiration to craft. Everyone needs to make time for craft in their life. So relaxing. Rightio, so I think I'm pretty happy with that. It looks a bit like it could be snowing, like the sort of snow clouds, I guess. I don't know, I've never been to the snow. There we go. Take this away and we have this cute snow drift. Look at that. How easy was that? Scrap paper, a sponge and an ink pad. Really, really easy. So now I have finished with the balmy blue. Just going to move that out of the way. If you don't have, oh, hi Faye, thank you for sharing. If you don't have our new ink pads, seriously, you really need to get them. They're so nice and compact. They stack nicely. They take up heaps less room than the old ones. Really, really good. And the new colours, like this balmy blue, oh, I just love it. It's my go-to blue. Beautiful. We have so many nice new colours. Beautiful. Right, and there's, in my newsletter, I'm going to announce something with the ink pads. So you don't want to miss them. All right. So now this bottom section, you can see where I've cut out my hill here. So just a piece of the shimmer paper, glimmer paper, whatever it's called. And you see that it fits in there. Hopefully I'm not off camera. So all I'm going to do is I want it to go this way. So I might just, I sort of don't want that big a divot. So I'm going to use, I'm going to alter this at the back. Grab a pencil. Okay, so I want it to go, it will sort of roughly follow that line but change it a little bit. So all I'm going to do is on the back, I'm going to attempt to draw like a hill shape. All right, I think that'll be pretty good. Now, cut it out. Alright, so there's my hill, but I don't want it that deep. So I'm going to trim off maybe 1/2 inch on the bottom. So just pop it in my trimmer. Whenever you're trimming glimmer paper, I don't know if I can put it this way, if I can fit it on the camera. Wait a second. Alright, whenever you're trimming this type of glimmer paper, always have the blade go through from the back. A lot of people don't use their trimmer for this type of paper. They use a guillotine, because if you do it too often, it can make your blades go blunt, but blades aren't that expensive, so it doesn't bother me. Alright, so that should be our hill now. Oh, I think I just had some washi tape stuck to the back of my trimmer and it's now gone, never to be seen again, behind my desk. Alright, so we're just going to have that sitting down there. And you know what? I'm going to trim a little bit more because I want that snowdrift there to be seen. All right. Faye, have you thought using the large car wash sponges? I guess so, but I can't justify buying things like that if I sell the product, you know what I mean? So like, I can be my own best customer just by buying all my Stampin' Up stuff. But yes, you can. If you are on a budget, any sponge will do. I've seen people use makeup sponges. So, like, any sponge will work. I just use the Stampin' Up ones because I can buy them at a discount. So, you know, it works for me. Right, so there's going to be my snowdrift down the bottom. Now I'm just going to go in and stamp all my trees. So these are the trees from the Rooted in Nature stamp set. which is this one. It's a double stamp set. Lots and lots of stamps in here. Good morning, Cheryl. Thank you for sharing, Ray. Yeah, so this is the Rooted in Nature stamp set. Really, really cool. And these are the stamps that I'm using down the bottom. These are 2 together, and that's a single one. All right, really cool stamp set. I've already got them mounted. Now, I just want to make note of where my silver snowdrift is, because I don't want to like stamp a tree and have it just a tiny bit being seen, because that's a bit pointless. So I'm using Memento. You don't have this stamp set. It's excellent. Like, I thought Lovely as a Tree was the only stamp set everyone ever needed for trees. But no, this is really cool. I love the sentiments and the font in this. And some of it is the distinctive type stamps, like this one. So you'll see here, for example, when it stamps, only those black parts are going to stamp, not the in-between. So it's like a shaded and stamp. It's the new distinctive range. And the same with this. It stamps lighter in different areas. And these trees you'll see are the same when I stamp them. Really, really cool. They've actually, I think, put in the patent or something for this type of stamp. So it's quite new. Stampin' Up came up with the idea. So no doubt you'll see it in other stamp companies soon as well. But it's really cool. Right, now I want my snowdrift there. So if I stamp like that, I want them behind the silver snowdrift. There we go. It's crooked. Oh dear. Crooked trees. Are they? Now I can't work out which way they need to go. Oh, look, they'll be okay. It's leaning that way. It is true. I think it's meant to be that way a little bit though, isn't it? Right, is everyone laughing now? Because I have a really, really crooked eye. If you don't know me, I do. And a lot of my things are always a little bit wonky. Morning, Cheryl. Okay, so what do I want? Another tree. And these trees you'll notice are darker than mine on the original card, because I was merrily stamping away last night and realised that my Memento ink was a bit dry and I needed to re-ink it. Then I was going to pop a little bit of one there. Alright, so you can see it hasn't stamped everywhere because it's a distinctive stamp, so it's got that like light shading type to it. Just going to put our snowdrift back on and make sure that, yep. So now it's just a case of randomly stamping your trees. Oops. Do as many or as few as you want. Alright, now I'm going to fill in with some single trees. I made the lean on that stamp worse, didn't I? Oh, it's very windy in this, wherever this is. It's probably the Arctic. And it's very windy. Where else should I put a tree? There, looks good. Is that enough trees? I think it's probably enough trees. Yep, that's enough trees. No, I want to make it like a forest. Trees are crooked in real life. Yes, well, mine are always more crooked than anyone else's. Now I'm just going to stamp off one or two so that some of them look like they're in the distance, but I didn't stamp that off very well. Okay, there we go. There's enough trees. Right, so how do I get the snow on the trees? I've used our Shimmery White, probably Tassie at the moment. Is it cold and windy down there? Silly question, is it cold? It's Tasmania. Right, if I can get into my embossing paste. So this stuff is amazing. This Shimmery White is a pot of this will go a long, long way. There's so much in a pot. It's $15.75 for the Shimmery White and the silver. Comes in silver as well. And the plain white is $11.50. It comes with a silver top on it, foil top, but I find that if you just rely on that once you've opened it to keep it wet, it will dry out and you won't be able to use it. So I always put cling wrap over the top as well. And you see when I open this, I didn't open it neatly. Right, very windy. Severe winds hopefully easing later today. Oh, wow. I love the wind, you know. I really, really love a strong wind. Provided that I'm not anywhere near a tree that's going to fall on the house or the house is not going to be ripped apart. But, all right, so all I have done, and I'll get these are the trees that I'm going to put on here. I have already stamped and cut these out. Palette tools, pack of 3. I think they're $9 in the catalogue. But all I've done is get some of the shimmery, I don't know if you can see the sparkle in that. It's so pretty. So you just load up. I load up around the edges. Becoming windy in Sydney too. Oh dear. It's like a breeze outside. Oh yeah, now there is a little bit. Right, so I'm going to move my snowdrift away. And I'm just going to get some on the tip of this pointy spatula. And I'm just going to dab it on the trees. Spread it out a little bit. You put in as little or as much as you like of this snow. But it's so pretty. It's got a little sparkle in it, like glitter in it. And I just think it's beautiful. Really adds to the wintry effect on a card. So it's so easy to do. And you see how, like, I'm using next to none. This pot will last me a long, long time. And I actually, I'm going to show you another card next week where I've used the white, just the white one. And I've created cream on top of a coffee, like a, what are they called? Frappe thing. So really easy to do. And it doesn't take long to dry, this stuff. Oops, that's a bit much there. Has anyone started their Christmas cards yet? I haven't. I'm going to soon. I've actually put up a post if anyone is local and wants me to come to their house, get some friends, family together, and we can do like a little card making class. I can even do it online if someone doesn't live locally and they still want me to do it. We can do a either a Zoom meeting or a Skype or a Facebook Live in a private group or something, so that you can have me like on the screen and people can be at your place making the projects as I'm showing you how to do it. So lots of different ways we can do it. You don't have to be local to me to be able to have a Christmas card class. So if anyone's interested, then please let me know. Send me a message or something. 300 Christmas cards, Julie. Oh my goodness me. Are they like for hubby's work or school or something? That's a huge amount of Christmas cards. I would freak if I had to make that many. It's like, no, that's just too many cards. All right, so I'm just playing now. See? I have forgotten that you're all there, and I'm just having fun putting on my snow. Oops. Now these ones I need to put my drift on. And I probably should have put snow on that one. But... right. I'll try and do this a bit quicker because it's probably very boring. Watch me do this. Okay, I think that's snowed enough. Now, I'm going to put my drift on, my snow drift on, with dimensionals, and then I will do the trees that go on top. You start making Christmas cards in October. Wow. Okay. Now I've realised what I've just done. I'm not going to be able to show you the sentiment. Oh, I can. But I wanted to show you a cool trick with the Stamparatus to do the sentiment. But I've realised I should have done that before I put the snow on my trees. Oh no. Oh well. And this is going to be not that easy to put on either. Now I've put the snow on. No, don't stick there. Right, our snowdrift is on. Now I'm going to stick these on and then put the snow on the back of them. Not on the back, I mean on the front. What am I saying? Gosh. And I've even had 2 coffees already today. Wow. Oh, thank you, Julie. Let's put them, stick them there. And then this one here. Alright, now snow on these ones. So how is everyone? You're all very quiet. I hope you're all still there and watching and haven't fallen asleep. And don't forget, if you want a Christmas catalogue and you don't have one, oh sorry, you haven't told me you want one, and you haven't purchased anything from me since February, then you do need to let me know. So if you are a customer and you have purchased since February, you'll get one sent automatically. I send them out for free to my lovely customers, automatically. Anyone else who wants one, they can have one for free too. You just gotta let me know you want one. So either send me a message with your details or find my sign up, which is a few posts on my page, but I'll link it here as well after I've done the video, and let me know you want one. And if you're not on my newsletter, please sign up, because I have some new releases and specials and things that I announce in my newsletter first before I put them public. You get like early sign up to classes and tutorials and stuff like that if you're on my newsletter. Alrighty, so there we go. There's our trees. All nice and wintry. I don't know if it looks like snow, but yeah, I think it does. So there we go. Always do this shimmery paste, embossing paste up after you're finished. Don't let it sit for too long because you don't want it to dry out. Always put cling wrap on it just to make sure. Does that stamp set have matching framelits? Yes, it does, Marlene. I had them out. Where are they? Here they are. Nature's Roots Framelits dies. So I will run through that stamp set while we're waiting for our snow to dry. It's not going to take long to dry. Alright, put my cling wrap on my shimmery paste. So this is the wonderful Rooted in Nature stamp set. And if you buy the stamp sets and the framelits as a bundle, you always get 10% off. So it's a good idea to buy them in a bundle. So these leaves remind me of the skeleton leaves that were really big in the 80s, 90s in the scrapping world. Lots of great sentiments, wonderful font. And I think there's probably a die for just about every stamp. I tend to do that a lot now. Maybe not the big tree root one. There's a die for that one. There's a die for them. This cuts out a detailed leaf. Actually, I think that's not cut. That actually embosses. So that one will emboss those vines in cardstock, and then you use this one, if I get it around the right way, to cut it out. Let me put it around the right way so it fits that way, the other way. So you can have this cut out your stamped image, or it could also cut out an embossed leaf. Same with this one. You can cut out the stamped leaf, or you can emboss and cut out, or even with these, you can just emboss as like a background image on your card. It doesn't have to be cut out. It can just be like a background. Same with this one. This is the 3 little leaves. Oh gosh, this tape is so strong. So these are the 3 little leaves down here. Same thing. Emboss it and then cut it out. Or you can just cut out the stamped image. That's that tree. This is that big one, big oak tree. I think that's what it is, isn't it? Like really big shady tree. Amazing. Oh, these are so hard. There we go. This is that tree. So I love how they have so many dies for the stamp sets now. All right, that would be that one. And what do we got left? This one. Look at that. It's cool. The only one you don't have is that, but that's pretty straightforward cutting if you wanted to cut that out. Yes, and skeleton leaves are really big in the 80s. Yes, and I used to struggle, you know, using them when I was scrapping. And I think I had a lot of them and went, yeah, they're really pretty. I must use them. And I could never make them work on my layouts. I don't know why. It was just something I had about them. Right, you'll note when I put in my framelits back in, I never ever put them in the same way they came out. And after maybe 3 or 4 uses, they don't actually stick to the tape anymore. I just shove them in the packet. I don't even try and line them up and make them fit, because who's got time for that, hey? Not me. See, there you go. As long as they're all in the packet, then that works for me. Okay, not too bad. That one's sticking out. What's happening? That one. That tree. Go away. Alright, so they are the framelits. So I put that in the wrong way. There we go. There's the framelits that go with the stamp set. Hopefully our snow might be a little bit more drier now, that I can stamp our sentiment. I will show you my trick for the Stamparatus. Now, like I said, sorry, I'm just trying to get the Stamparatus out because I didn't get it out the whole time. Like I said, with my stamping, I'm really bad and always get it crooked. So, what I have learnt in things like this, because I'd put the sentiment on last and then I'd wreck the card because it was crooked. So, I have found a way to fix that. I just get a piece of scrap paper. You can see I have stamped already on this one. I get a scrap piece of paper the same size as the card front, the piece that I'm going to stamp on. And then I just stamp, and then I can make sure that when I put my card in here, it is straight. So all I do is use a scrap bit of paper first. So pretend that's my card front. I want my stamp up here. Yeah, I have magnet sheets as well for my dies. I just haven't got them out yet. They've been sitting in my cupboard for a little while. But it doesn't worry me that they're not nice and neat. I don't know. Maybe I don't have a lot of OCD things in me. I don't know. Alright, so this is just how I make sure that my sentiment is going to be straight when I put my card in here. Always do a test stamp. And this is the beauty of the Stamparatus. So, so good. And that is crooked. So now I know I can just change it, and then hopefully it's going to be straight. So I just turn my bit of paper around. If you don't have a stamper artist, oh, seriously. I did 10 cards last night for all my new team members from last month. And it took me next to no time with the stamper artist. I just got one right and then bang, bang, bang. Now we're done. So quick. All right. And there we have, that is straight. So once this snow dries, I'm not going to try and do it now because I'm going to end up with snow on my stamper artist. That's not, oh, hang on. Not quite dry. Some of it is, the thicker bits are not. So all I'm going to do after this snow is dry is put my card in here, stamp the sentiment, and then mount it onto the black cardstock. Yeah, I probably should use the magnetic sheets, Julie, because I sold a little while ago my retired stock on eBay, and I didn't realise, but one of the sets had a small die missing, and the customer contacted me, and I went, oh, I'm so sorry, it must have fallen out, or I've lost it in class or something. But she was so very nice about it and went, oh, well, okay, if it turns up, then let me know. So I thought I'd lost it forever, and, you know, I thought, oh, I'm going to have to refund her money. And then I looked in the box that they were all stored in storage, and I couldn't find it. I thought it had fallen under the flap or something. I couldn't find it. Well, about a month or so later, my husband was putting the box in the recycling bin, and he was pulling it apart, and something metal fell out, and it was the little die. It was a tiny little die. It was from a tag. I can't remember the name of the set now. But it was like a little tag bit that you put on to cut out the hole to put ribbon through, and it fell out on the floor. And I went, oh my goodness, so that wouldn't have happened had I used magnetic sheets, hey? Right, so this is the inside of the card. I'm just going to stamp a couple of trees on this just to give a little bit of detail. Okay, so that is it, ladies. That's what I wanted to show you, that shimmery paste, how I did the snow on the trees, and that tip for lining up your sentiments on the scrap paper in the Stamper Artist. So thank you for watching. I hope to be back tomorrow. Thank you, Marlene. And I hope to show you something else amazing tomorrow. I don't know what yet. Any ideas? Has anyone got a stamp set they want me to show you, demonstrate? I may not have the stamp set, but I can try and see what I've got. We'll just go through the list until I've got one that you want to see. So if you have any ideas for tomorrow's live, then let me know. Just type in the comments. It can be a theme, a colour, something from the new caddy. Okay, I can do that. Yep, I can definitely do that. So I got my pre-order. So is it something Christmassy or non-Christmassy, Julie? I'll definitely do that. Alright, so thank you for watching, and if you are not signed up to my newsletter, please do so. Look out for my new online classes. What else? Bonus days. I think that's all I had to cover. And if you don't have a Christmas catalogue and want one, then please let me know. Thank you, Faye. Unable to walk. Why are you unable to walk, Faye, while I'm unable to walk? Have you got an injury? Oh, that's not good. Well, at least I'm filling in some time for you. Look at my messy desk. I should put a new piece of paper down because it's probably very distracting, isn't it? Thank you, Julie. You have a great day as well. All right, ladies, that's it from me. And I hope to see you all back tomorrow. And have a fantastic day and try to make some time to be creative. And I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.